Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I filmed more of a fall look, and it is a warm smoky eye, of course, because that's basically all I do, with a darker lip. And it has finally started to feel more like fall now. We dropped down to the 80s, high 80s, but we're out of the 90s. And at nighttime, it's like in the 50s, 60s. Feels so good. Fall is my favorite time of year. Of course, typical white girl. Except I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, so not that basic. So yeah, if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome. Hi. Fall is my favorite time of year. Yeah, typical white girl. Woo! I'm annoying. Okay, let's get started. First, I'm going to be using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It gives you an illuminating type look underneath your foundation. It just makes you nice and glowy. And then I didn't show it, sorry, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer that I've used in my other videos. Helps everything stick really good. So for foundation today, I'm using Hourglass Vanish Foundation. It's almost gone, so obviously I have liked it. It is a very full coverage. You're gonna see as I'm blending it in. I have to build it up some because I don't know, it's super dry. It's not usually dry, but I think because it's at the end of my stick that it's dry, so it was not blending very well, but usually it's very good at blending out, and it's not super dry. I've been told that the Makeup Forever stick foundation is good if you have oilier skin. You can use that one, but this one is better if you have dry skin. You want to make sure you blend it all around really good. Okay, then have a dance party. Yeah. This is where I added more. I just needed a little bit more, not much. Like I said, it was dried out, so I needed more. Now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with, as usual, the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow powder with an angled brush. I've been looking for a new one. I just can't decide on what kind I want to get. And this is pretty boring, but I am just lining them, shaping them up, making them look more defined. I'm currently watching Game 3 of the playoffs, the St. Louis Cardinals against the Braves, and it's getting pretty intense. It's the top of the ninth, and Cardinals are winning. It's 1-0, so it's pretty intense. Anyways, now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil Definer. And then I'm going to just clean it up. You can just use any concealer that you have. I just do like a line underneath just to make everything real shaped and structured. Then I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel just to hold everything in place there. I didn't show you my other eyebrow because the first one was boring enough. Now I'm going to do concealer, and I'm using Tarte Shape Tape as usual. I do have other ones that I have used, like the NARS concealer. I forget what it's called. And then the Urban Decay Naked concealer. Those are good, but I just really like this one. I'm almost out, so I will probably get it again. Maybe I'll try something different. I don't know. Then I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder just to set and bake everything there in place and brush out them brows. If y'all know of any other good translucent setting powder that is not as expensive as Laura Mercier, let me know, because It's pretty expensive, and as you can see, I use a lot of it. So I'm looking for a cheaper option, but I don't know. I don't know what other good ones are out there, so let a girl know. Then I'm going to add some concealer to my chin, the top of my lip, and the bridge of my nose. Just want to make everything even with my highlight so don't be looking a mess. I'm adding more powder to bake with under my eye, on my chin, my lip, and then I'm going to highlight my forehead. Like I said, just to make everything even. And I'm being pretty sloppy with this because once I go in with bronzer, it will kind of all flow together. Bake that, and then I'm going to use the Benefit Hoola bronzer to contour my nose. And I don't contour my nose when I'm doing my makeup for work, but other than that, I usually do try to do it just because I feel like it just makes everything look more structured and put together. I'm going to do the other side, and then after that, I'm going to take some of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to put that on the sides of my nose just to bake. I get oily really bad on the sides of my nose, so this is working for two things there. It is making that look more structured and baking on the side of my nose to help keep me from getting so oily there. And I'm going to put some of that in the middle just to make it look highlighted and light there. And now I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer to contour. And you want to contour in that hollow part of your cheek there and blend up. Don't blend down. To know how to start it, you can start at the top of your ear and then blend down to the corner of your mouth. But don't pull it all the way over. You don't want to do that because that would be not good. Do the other side, blend it really good. I got a little carried away with this one. I had too much product on the brush, it looks like, but we're going to take care of that. We will clean it up. Don't you worry. Blend it in really good there. Then I'm going to add a little bit more of the powder underneath because when I was applying my contour, I feel like it knocked some of it off. Then I'm going to use that same powder and create a line there just to make everything structured and nice and sharp. Do it to the other side. I like to bring mine all the way down and across my chin. And then I'm going to hit the highest note. Oh, Mariah Carey. Now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. But first I take some of that translucent setting powder and I put it the corners of my eyes there to make sure it keeps, the fallout from getting everywhere. And I want it to be real sharp on the sides there. I am using orange soda and burnt orange as the first color that I'm putting on. Just mix those two together. And I'm putting it in the crease, bringing it up a little bit. This is my transition shade. Just helps everything flow. I'll use this a couple times throughout. And this doesn't have to be real precise or perfect. It is just what we put down first so that we can build on top of that. Then I'm going to use just a clean brush to blend everything together. Blend it out, make it look seamless and airbrushed. Next, I'm going to be using the color Sienna from the same palette. And I'm going just directly in my crease there. And you can see I'm kind of bringing it out to the side a little bit. So it's creating more of like a cat eye. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, just in the crease. bringing it out just a little bit. Y'all, the Cardinals are about to lose this game. It's 3-1 now. Bottom of the ninth. I'm stressing out. Anyways, then we are going to take a clean brush and blend all that together. The key is blending, people. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the color Rustic from that same palette. And first I'm putting it in the crease, blending it out a little bit. Just a little bit. I didn't put much of it on there. Then I'm going to bring it down on my lid more to make that flow together really well. And I'm going to start building on my lid for the darker shade that I will put down in just a moment. Same thing on the other eye, in the crease. Bring it over, blending it out, then on the lid. Then I'm going to take that brush that I had my powder on and kind of clean up. I'll do that a couple times throughout just to make everything look sharp. And now I'm taking the burnt orange and orange soda, the transition shades, and then I went on top of that again just to make sure everything blended together. Then I took the Jaclyn Hill with Morphe palette and I used that color that it's, I don't know the name of it, but it is the third one down on the right. And it's not really doing much, it's just kind of adding a little bit more color, the same colors that I'm using just to make everything flow together and really well blended. Then I used the color that's right underneath that one, just on the outer edge, like a V type shape, to just darken it up a little bit. And then I'm going to clean it up again because I'm be making a mess. Then we will blend again. Same colors, orange soda, burnt orange. Then I have a spot on that eye that I feel like does not hold color. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just doesn't, so I keep having to add more to it. Then I'm using the highlighting colors from that palette. I don't know which one it was. I don't know the name of these. It doesn't have them underneath it, but I'm just putting that right there on my brow bone, just right there underneath the arch of my eyebrow, just to give that a highlighted look. Then I'm going to go in with that dark color from the Jaclyn Hill palette, the second one that we used, and I'm going to line that underneath my eyes. And I will blend it out with Sienna and Rustic mixed together. And I look evil while I do this. You can't even look, you just have to look up and pray the whole time. Then I'm going to highlight in the corners of my eye the same color that I used on my brow bone. It just helps make your eyes look open, not so closed. Oh, okay. I'm using the Maybelline gel liner to line my eyes. And that's also pretty boring, so I'm not going to show you the other eye when I do it. But with this, I'm still trying to do a cat eye look here, so I'm going to bring it out just a little bit. Not like a full-on wing, but it's a baby wing. I mean, it's still a wing there, you can see. And I'm still learning on how to get my face in the camera and be able to look in the mirror at the same time. I don't know how they do it, but they somehow do it. I'm working on it. Then I'm going to be using Lancome CILS Booster XL Super Enhancing Mascara Base. What a name. This just, I feel like it makes my eyelashes look thicker, longer, just stand out more. I don't like to wear lashes because I have longer lashes and they get on my nerves. I'm not against wearing them, but if I do not have to wear them, then I don't want to. So then I'm going to go, while that sits on my eyes for a minute, and blend all of that powder off. And then I'm going to take some of the Hoola bronzer And I will blend that down my neck really good. And then I will be using the Hourglass Ambient Bronze Light Bronzer. Like I said before, this is more of just like a bronzer rather than like a contour. It can be used for a contour. I used it like when I go to work for that. It just is super glowy and just makes you look luminous, and I like to use it on top of that just to make everything real bright. And I use it on my forehead just to kind of give me a glow up there. And then I didn't have anything on the brush when I did this. I just used what was left over, put it underneath my eyes just to blend everything really good. Then for blush, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill with Becca palette. I'm not sure if they still have this, but I used that blush that was in the middle there. Just put it kind of on top of my contour and then blend up to the apples of my cheek and then back towards my ear. Then I'm just going to use a brush that I used to wipe off my powder. Make sure that's blended in really well. And I'm going to highlight with the Jaclyn Hill Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. Just right on top of that blush there. Bring it down to the apples of my cheek. You really can't use too much highlighter. If you're trying to blind somebody, that's what we're trying to do. Then I will use it on top of my eyebrows, like at the arch of my eyebrow, and along my nose, and at the top of my lip. For mascara, as usual, I am using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and go on top of my eyelashes first. And you can see, like, I just feel like that Lancome stuff just makes them look so thick and like just more voluminous. And I must have cut this clip out, but I did apply mascara to my lower lashes. A lot of my friends have said when they see me do this, they're like, oh, I never even thought to put it on my lower lashes. But yes, girl, put it down there. Oh, I just did have a little clip there. It just wasn't much of one. Then I use the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I dry that off. Wait till it's dry before you do anything else so you do not get mascara on you. Now I'm going to be lining my lips with MAC Lip Pencil in the color Whirl. And this is pretty basic. I don't really overline them or anything. I just line my lips, and then I will take it and blend it all in and just fill it in with that color as a base for my lipstick. Then I will use Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Enfuego, and I don't press hard when I do this because it could be a lot darker than what it is. So just do it lightly unless you want it to be darker. And then after that, I add a little lip gloss. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Kristen. And that is it, guys. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.